What's going on? It's your boy Wally, aka Mr. Music is my business. We are live from the Windy City, Chi Town. You know what it is. It's going down. I like to welcome the rest of my co-host, Treasure
Energy,
Necole.
energy. It's Treasure
Yeah,
Necole, your favorite Scorpio. Man, I'm just glad I'm not the only lady in the building. We're gonna get to the guests. We're gonna get to the guests. But nephew, what's up? Truth in the booth.
nephew.
I kind of
Oh,
like what you're saying.
yeah,
I like it. I like it. We got a lot, man. I just love the energy up here. Let me just
yeah.
say
Let
that,
it drop.
man. So we got a sultry songstress in the building.
Ooh,
Ooh.
That oh, did I do it right? So
ooh.
that makes two of us. But we want to introduce this special queen, Miss Kalyssa. What's up?
What's
How y'all
happening,
doing?
Kay?
It's a pleasure to
You
be here.
good?
It feels good. So I wanna say I'm just queuing us up right here to go. We're going live on Facebook. We on YouTube. It's UrbanGrindTV.com backslash YouTube. I'm gonna send you over the link. It's going so you can post it because you know we're hustlers. Let me turn it off in the back. Okay, see that? Don't need that. So I'm gonna send you over the link. You got it. We're live in the Windy City. We got a special guest tonight. My girl Kalyssa, super dope artist. She's got a brand new single coming out via Urban Grind TV distro called Only You.
Only you.
So I asked Kalyssa to be here with us today because I thought it was really important that we were able to chop it up with the artist herself. What inspired this project? Where are you coming from with this thing, and where do you hope to be going?
Tell him.
So Only You was inspired by a special someone. I met this individual when my heart was just completely dead inside. And I accepted the fact that I was good with being alone until this person just came and sparked my heart. And I just
Yeah,
felt feelings that I
there we
hadn't
go.
felt in a good minute, and I had butterflies and like for weeks and months on end. And I was on cloud nine, like literally nothing could bring me down from that. So that's what inspired Only You. It was only you. He was all I thought about. He's the only one I wanted to be with. There was no one that could ever pull me away from him.
So like, was this like your first like love thing, or like your first
No,
true
hell
love?
no.
Or,
So my daughter's father was my first, real love. And then I had someone for 8 years, and then that relationship ended. I gave myself some time, and I met this individual. I had
now
met
let's
this, and
talk.
I had crossed paths with this individual earlier on, but I guess it just wasn't meant in that moment, and he was just getting ready for alignment to when he needed to be a part of my life.
So let's talk about that. Isn't it something how love matures? How I guess you can say how it changes in our concept of love as we get older. What do you think the difference is, and why do you think this one hit harder? Because you wrote a song about it.
Yeah,
Why do
I
you
was just
Yeah.
gonna
why do you
ask you.
think this one hit harder?
I mean, they all hit hard, right? Because I think at different stages in our life,
Were you writing music back then too, when the other ones were hitting
I
hard?
always, I write all about my relationships. If you
Okay.
date me, we're in a relationship, you're going to get written about good or bad. Just know that.
Fact.
You
Like
heard that, fellas.
I come with a warning. So, um, but I think at different stages, I think once I reached the age of 40, you just know different. You just feel different. The things that you once cared about that once bothered you, they don't bother you anymore once you hit 40.
Mhm.
I'm 42, so less tolerance for the BS. There was certain things that look different for what I look for in a person.
So what are those things that you look for? What do you think of
Connection.
what does a 40-year-old person love look like as opposed to a 20-year-old love?
I love connection, deep emotional connection, which is why I think I love long distance relationships. It makes the heart grow fonder. It makes me imagine. I love to dream. I'm a dreamer. I'm an artist. You know, I
Let's talk about
create.
that. Most people want to be close to
I
their
don't.
person. You
No,
don't
not
want to
me.
be close to your person
Not
physically.
right now. No, no. I
Well,
want to
you're
build.
saying,
I want to build a strong emotional connection so deep that if we know that we can stand the relationship and go through it being apart, then we can be together. You know,
oh,
I need to fall in love with you emotionally before I can share myself with you physically.
wow.
You
So
know,
that's
yeah, it's different. You know, back in my 20s and 30s, like, you know, sex is sex, right? Like you can have sex without being in love with a person, but for me, I have to be completely and utterly in love with you.
I disagree. I don't know. I'm different. I have to have feelings in order to do it. I never everybody's situation is different.
Now I do, but back then, because I was different back then, I evolved, right?
Right, right.
So I see, like, it's hard to just share myself with somebody now. I mean, I've been celibate since 2018, and I don't care who knows it. I'm proud of it, you
For
know, and there's
five
a
years,
reason. 5 years.
that's a
That's
a
a
Yeah.
lot of
superpower.
concentration.
And then so now you found this new love, and then now you're ecstatic about it, making songs about it, and the song goes,
So
Only
the
you.
so the new love is no longer, you know, it's non-existent.
oh,
It
oh,
yes, I wrote that song back in August 2021.
okay.
Um, and you know, life changes, and it can change in a split moment, and something that we can never prepare for. So, I will always love that human being. They were amazing. But it is what it is.
So what is it? Explain only you. 'Cause we're gonna play the record when we come out of the interview for the audience.
Um,
But what's the setup, man? Talk to them like, what does it mean only you? Because
um, okay, so when I wrote it, it was in a moment in time when this individual told me they were in love with me. It's when we solidified our relationship. And then from that moment, I just dreamt about this individual. I would lay in my bed at night and just imagine them beside me. And, you know, it's weird because I talk about jumping into like different dimensions. If you really close your eyes and you're so emotionally connected to somebody, you can really feel them beside you. And so a lot of that emotion came from just being in moments of myself and feeling all these whirlwind of emotions. And I wrote that for this person to sing to them on our wedding day, you know.
so that was a wedding song. So like, did you guys work together professionally as well? Like in music, was he an inspiration just outside thing? Was it a creative influence?
Um, I'll say that this person inspired me in more ways than one. They believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. Did I work business with them? I'm gonna choose to opt out on that one. If you
So
can't,
tell us, that's
sorry.
cool. So how long you been doing music?
Since 2011. Yeah.
And even going back to like you were saying, if somebody dates you, they're in your music, they're in what you write. Even now, what you saying that with this song, it was a love that's no more. Even that can like bring new music, right? So
Oh,
what?
it did. It brought my whole
Oh,
album.
I bet, I bet. And what's the name of your album?
The best is yet to come.
Oh man. And
So
we all feeling like that in 2023. So that's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah.
the
So,
reason for that
yeah,
title, like, if you don't mind me jumping into that really
Go
quickly and
ahead.
please
touching
do.
base, um, I so this album has been like 10 years in the making. Like, I've been wanting to drop an album, and you know, I started writing it in 2021, and then I put it on hold and I contemplated, do I write an EP? Do I do this? And I was just kind of all over the place. And then when shit hit the fan and I was in one of the darkest places in my life, I'm like, okay, you know, I was having suicidal ideations, and I'm like, the best is yet to come. I'm putting all of this shit behind me and I'm just going to write through it. Um, so the album really, it's really dark, it's emotional, and it's just raw.
Mhm.
and it's coming out on Urban Grind TV Music Distro out of Toronto. Talk to us. You traveled the US, you've done some cool festivals. I want you to tell us about it. And tell us what's the difference like in the scene from like Canada
Right, yeah.
to the US.
Yeah.
I'm very intrigued on that question.
So again, with Canada, I did a lot of underground hip hop shows. I was more in the underground scene. I did do performances, for the Sickle Cell Foundation and just did some fundraising. I also did my own events in affiliation with the Ronald McDonald House of Toronto, and I raised money for them. I personally don't like the Toronto scene for music. Now, the underground scene is great. It's great for what it is, but I just feel like I've kind of evolved from that, and it's time to move on. So I do jump into open mics here and there around the city, and when I just get myself out there that way. I love interacting in a very intimate setting and interacting with people that just love to feel the music. So
Right.
for me, it's all about touching the souls of others.
Vibes.
And do you have any? I'm just wondering, do you have any other people that you're collaborating with on your album, or is it all Kalyssa? Or are we hearing some people that's inspired you too? That's kind of the blending in with your song.
So I have an artist who's also an author, Miss K Woods. So she is going to be jumping on a track called Insanity. So that's one of the songs where I speak about my suicidal ideations, crashing into a wall, take a bottle of pills just to end it all. My other collaboration on her project is a mixtape that she's doing. It's called Silence in the Dark. Right now, Prisoners of War is out. I harmonized on that song, and then we have Drowning dropping February 5th, I believe.
Wow.
So,
Right.
Yeah. And it's the titles for me. They all sound like movie titles.
Yeah.
So I know
Right.
the lyrics is gonna hit crazy.
I can hear the.
I know. Do you have some videos coming, like music videos as well, to match these singles?
So Prisoners of War is dropping February 11th at 11 a.m.
Okay.
And that's also featuring Close, who's also she's a poet. She's an artist. And that's got K Woods on it as well. And then with Drowning, that is dropping. I want to give the date. Can't remember. There's just so many drop dates right now.
Because listen, when we follow you, we'll be able to see all that,
Yeah.
And you gotta definitely tell the people where to follow you.
Where can they tap in with you?
KalyssaMusic.com, KALYSSA music.com. And I'm just going to give the website. All my links are up there. I mean, it's easier. So
plug the site.
Sorry?
Go ahead. Yeah, plug it. What's the website?
Oh, Kalyssa Music, KALYSSA music.com.
KalyssaMusic.com. You got new music drops all day. There's some dope promo videos. We start dropping them in the morning. They're coming out. We got a whole team. We got a push from the US to Canada.
Wow.
We're really excited. Shout out to DJ Savvy, DJ Despair out in Canada. We're all getting a push. This is gonna be a really dope project. We're really excited to have you. I want you to tell who's somebody that inspires you, other outside of this project. Was there any old loves? Was there any old stuff that you dug up from maybe past relationships when you were putting the pen to the pad and writing this project?
So this is the little girl inside of me inspired me. And actually,
nice.
I have a song on there that's dropping. It's called Letter to Myself. It's a mixture of me singing and just talking. And it's me basically putting my younger self to rest and burying her. She's one that comes with a lot of trauma, a lot of unsettledness, and it's just time to let her go. And that's part of the best is yet to come. Because I'm ready to put her to rest. I'm actually going to be changing my legal name into my artist name legally.
Right.
So we know that we're gonna listen to your single "Only You," and we're gonna be looking out for your album, "The Best Is Yet to Come." So, Kalyssa, is there anything else you want to tell the people? So you on Urban Grind TV, and you know they're gonna want to know what this sultry songstress is talking about. I know I definitely want to know with the different titles like "Drowning" and just all the other creative things that you definitely are showing, just in conversation. So we know the music gonna match.
I mean, you know where to find my music, KalyssaMusic.com. You know, my message to people, just be kind to people, bring humanity back, you know, check yourself. And shout out to my team, Lockard Entertainment. Rest in peace, William Verona Graves. And yeah, that's all I have to say right now.
See how the beat dropped out right when you said it,
I
too?
love it.
That was crazy, man. Big shout out. I want to thank you again. Yo, I'm personally working with Kalyssa. I'm helping work the project. We're really excited about it. And honestly, we can't wait to drop all this dope stuff. We got a lot of music. We got new things coming. I don't think people are really ready. So
I really don't think they are ready. Like, I mean, I just want to say this one thing, because I know I'm not the only one that's been feeling it. Like, we are in the middle of a spiritual awakening right now.
Yes.
If you know what I'm like, if you know what I'm talking about, you either know it or you don't. And those that don't know it, I hope that you find your way.
Feeling it, even if you don't know you're going through, you gotta feel it right now.
Yeah. Like we're in a transition, so like, be aware of what's happening around us, and don't get too distracted by the outside bullshit.
That's right. You got to stay true to you. And you know, it reminds me of a quote that I've been really hanging on to, and it's just like, I don't remember what it is. I can't probably credit it, but I posted it before. It's just like, it's just really about, you can't really make peace. You have to make peace with yourself, because you can't make peace with the past sometimes. You got to let that go. And it's something to have. When you're at peace with yourself, sometimes it means you got to go to war with the world. You know what I mean? Like, the scale is going to tip one way or the other. So it's really to find that balance for you. So
you know, I said to somebody just the other day, like, you know, they're like, the outside world is too much. And I said, it is. I said, but focus on the things that you can control. Focus. You are an artist. You have a voice. Use that. That's what you can control. So if you, with your music, can touch one soul, and like in that moment of them hearing your lyrical content, you save their life, then that's like so huge. You can't change the systemic bullshit that's happening, because that would take like an army, but you do have the power to change certain things. So it has to start from within.
You know what you can change?
At least be in their ear about it.
Right. Yeah. You gotta, I think you gotta change your attitude. You gotta change your mindset. You gotta change your environment sometimes.
Sometimes you can't change it, but you can plant the seed.
Right. And but you can control the people around you. And I always say that, like, we in the studio, we're in Urban Grind Studios, Focus Studios. Shout out to Never, Direct, Music Legends, Crucial Conflict, everybody. Just walking the bill, like, I don't want nobody around me that don't love me. So I think that we are in charge of who we have around us and the energy and stuff that's available, even down to like my barber, because like I get a haircut every week. Shout out Ismail Rosa, Hall of Fame, Melrose Park. Because on the real talk, like, they touching you and they're getting close to you. So if they don't have good intentions, if there's not love there, you're gonna feel it. It's gonna rub off on you. So it's all about energy. That's why I tell my son all the time, energy don't lie. You might be uncertain about a lot of things, but energy will never lie to you.
Yeah.
And I love it. Sorry, I love your energy, which is why I'm working with you. So shout out to you. Shout out to all of you for having me on. And I'm sorry I interrupted, Treasure.
No, it's all good. I was just gonna say, even when you start to change your energy for the better, those people that ain't supposed to be there, they'll fall off, so they start getting uncomfortable, you know. So sometimes you doing your internal work or do your external work for you. You know what I mean? So, Kalyssa, I can't wait to hear everything.
right.
Everything. And we're gonna play her song, right,
Yep.
Wally?
As soon as we go to break, we'll come
Okay.
back with her music.
All right.
Make sure you tap in, stay tuned. We got some dope visualizers, promo videos, everything dropping. It's Kalyssa. Let's go.
So